Right, it says I'm live, so welcome, especially if you're watching this afterwards or you're restarting it while I'm still live. I'm going to do a energy check-in because I feel like the collective energy is just shifting because the moon moves into or just moved into Aquarius today, and I feel like we can get a little bit deeper into certain things right now. So the build up of the full moon in Pisces is coming as well. So I do want to tune in a little bit towards that energy, like what it holds for you, messages that want to come true. I'm also available for personal readings while I'm live. So if you're watching this while I'm, here on the live, then you can join in when it comes to the personal readings. If you're watching this afterwards, that's the only thing you can do. But for the rest, you can watch the pick a card reading or the entire reading afterwards. Okay, I see people are getting their notifications. Thank God. Let me know if everything is alright, the sound and everything. I do have a fan running because it was just, it was not a good temperature while I was I started. The room is a little bit too warm. So if that is giving too much noise, please let me know. Alright, I'm going to start preparing to pick a card reading. We're going to tune into this current energy, but also the full moon in Pisces. I want to tune in a little bit. I will do one later on. If you guys could send me something in the chat so I know that it's working. Thank you for the like, by the way. I appreciate that. Alright. I feel like we need the angels to come out today. Here we go. I don't know. Is the chat working? Because, Mercury retrograde shadow. Just trying to make sure. I'm just preparing this pick a card reading for now. The people are tuning in. Yes, it is. Hi, Becca. Thank you for sending me a chat. Now I know that at least the chat is working. That's very important. Is the sound okay? How are you doing, Becca? I hope you're doing well. Alright, can I get one more card? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad the sound is good. Also, if the fan in the back is making too much noise, please let me know. I'm glad to hear, by the way, Becca, that you're doing well. I'm also doing well. Getting better and better. Alright, one more. Maria is here. Thank you for sending the heart. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well, Maria. Alright, let me see. Take some time. If you need more time, you can always pause the reading. Tune in. Maybe you have a certain question. I'm focusing on this current energy. I'm working up towards the full moon in Pisces. That's coming up on Friday/Saturday, depending on where you're at in the world. And just to tune in. All right. I just checked. Yes, I just saw it coming in, Becca. Thank you. I'll put your name on the list and I'll do your reading right after the finish the pick a card reading. Thank you. Okay. If anyone else wants to get on my list in a good way, in a good way, getting on my list, okay. You can find the information in the description box, and after I finish the pick card reading, I'll add more names to my list if there's any more donation coming in through PayPal. Becca is first. Okay, so like I said, if you need more time, please pause the reading. But we're gonna get started. This is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Okay. Right. Let me get this leg underneath the desk. Let's see. Let's begin. All right. First card up. We're starting off with the King of Pentacles. All right. Good energy. Got money on my mind and mind on my money. Okay. It comes together with Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Well, damn, if you got some financial energy, like questions, definitely comes through. Out with the old, in with the new. This card wanted to show up last time. Like literally a couple days ago when I was on the live, it showed up while I started shuffling the deck. So out with the old, in with the new. Number 7 as well. Okay. Heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move into a new direction. Often this is because you may not be happy or feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make those changes that match your heart's true desires and your spiritual truths. All right, working your way up towards that King of Pentacles. And Lord Ganesh is here. It says, obstacles are now being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Okay, so basically what I'm sensing instantly with this reading, and it really wants to come through quickly, it sounds like, how do we connect the physical world, like a 3D, like, you know, having money coming in, a stable income, being able to provide for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, but yet also on the other side, receiving the abundance of feeling a level of connection to what you're doing, the fulfillment and the purpose that's connecting to that. So how do we bring the physical and the spiritual world together? That is a quest right now when it comes to this first group. And that's what I'm you know, once again, I already said, like, number 7 is connected to this reading as well. That is a very spiritual number. And it is all about, all right, I have been going through this and going through that, and I've learned this and I've learned that, and who am I now in this world, and who do I want to become, and becoming more and more yourself. And sometimes we feel like I'm a better version of myself, but I think we just become more and more grounded in who we truly are when we strip away the things that either give us you know, restlessness, or maybe thoughts and feelings of we need to do this or do that, or be better or be quicker or be the best, you know, and just sort of easing down and stripping things away and becoming really grounded in who you are. The King of Pentacles really doesn't feel the need to prove things to the outside world. It just wants to fill itself up in the inside world, and therefore the world that is surrounding the King of Pentacles calms down, becomes stable, becomes something, you know, a fundamental grounding where you sort of ease into and where you can count on. It's very, like, you know, an energy of, like, you can really count on this energy. It's like it will be there in 5 years and it will continue to grow and evolve. So that's the thing that I'm sensing. You guys might thinking about making a shift, recently made a shift, or are just feeling differently about the things that are in your life in the current moment. Like you're starting to just feel like it just doesn't really do it for you anymore, or you may be starting to question things. So I'm sensing that you're coming more and more grounded, and from that space, obstacles are being removed, new insight will come to you, and it really has a lot of effect on what your material world feels and looks like. So that's what I'm sensing with the first group. You guys are releasing something during this full moon that's coming up, and it's about to set something into motion that is really long lasting and something you can really count upon. It's almost like you feel like, I can count on me. you know, like you feel like you got you, like that by itself already is such a strong, powerful, independent energy. It doesn't mean that you can lean on others, and of course, you know, we are living in a world where we do coexist with other people and we should work together on common goals and interests, but it is important that you trust yourself, making decisions, building things for yourself, getting yourself out of situations, and you're like, no matter what, I feel safe, and people that are I allow in my space just add to that safety, add to that abundant energy that I'm already cultivating within myself first. So that's a lot. It's a lot coming true. Okay, I have a I have a lot of 12th house energy activated at this time. So what happened is that I start to just, you know, not ramble, but like channel and channel and channel. So try to keep it a little bit, you know, at this. Okay, let's move on to the second group. All right, group number 2, you have the 5 of Wands, okay, as your overall tarot energy. So the 5 of Wands is here coming through together with the 7 of Abundance. And then you have the beautiful Holy Amethyst card coming through as well. She's saying, move beyond the current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Move beyond these current challenges and focus on what you desire. What I'm sensing very strongly when it comes to this deck is that not everything is as it seems. All right? Just because something hasn't completely paid off yet, showed you the certain signs that it's going to work out, doesn't mean it won't. All right, like I'm just getting that very strongly. Don't feel like you should like throw things away at this time. That doesn't mean that you can't leave things behind, because certain things are way overdue, and you know the difference between just not completely connecting to it and actually already feeling very disconnecting from it. Like it doesn't feel like something. But if there is something in your life, whether it's a friendship, it's a connection, it's, you know, a project, anything where you have set your mind to, where you've invested energy into, and now you're starting to like have these conflicted thoughts and feelings, like, is it really going to pay out? It will. It's not all what it seems, what I'm sensing. It says, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow very slowly, but don't worry. Your hard work you have invested will bring about those bountiful harvests. This is a good time to prepare, because things will soon move forward very quickly for you. Use this time to rest and to plan. This is Virgo season. Here we rest and we plan, but we take one thing at a time. We take steps at a time. We go over the details. We look at things, not only like what they look like, how they make you feel. Right? It doesn't always make sense on the outside world, but sometimes just the little things you do make a difference on how you feel and how you respond throughout the bigger picture, throughout the rest of your day. So don't feel like certain small things don't have meaning, because they do. They do. And I'm just sensing as well with this deck, it's like, it's almost like you see a lot working out for people around you, and you're like, okay, so where do I fit into this picture? You will, but it's your own thing that's gonna come in the right timing, and because it's coming. All right, it is coming. Like you don't have to go back and try to compete with these people who are, you know, on a different thing, to feel like, okay, but at least then I have that. No, stay on your own lane, focus on your own things, rest and plan, because it will start to move very quickly if you stick to what you know is the right thing for you. Just because your mind might go a little bit off, wandering off, start to doubting things, okay, let it doubt, but don't let it, you know, block what you've already built. This is what you already invested into. Let it come to you. All right. Hi, Bethany. How are you doing? I hope you've been well. Okay. We have one deck left to go. Let's see what we got. the Lovers. Beautiful. All right. Time to make those decisions. How to move forward. We have Cosmic Gateway as well. And then we have the Ace of Thought. Beautiful. So, you guys are ready to like say hello to the right things and say goodbye to the things no longer serving. Okay? It says this cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and truthfully with others who are involved in the implementation of your new idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. There are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. So you are feeling inspired to either start something new or do something old in a new way. And it is very divinely protected because it's surrounded and it's like sort of a co-work situation. Even if you are just doing it with you, I feel like the angels, you know, your guides, whatever label you feel comfortable with, are surrounding you and actually helping you and guiding you. So if certain things just simply don't work, don't feel like, oh, this is a sign I shouldn't be doing this. It's like, no, okay, you know, there's just a different corner that I need to go. So things will play out better along the way. The communication part is very strongly because we have the Gemini card here as well, an air sign. But then we also have the Ace of Thought, which is like the Ace of Swords talking about this. And then you also have the Cosmic Gateway. It says, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Miraculous changes are occurring because you learn how to not only talk and communicate to others, but how to communicate to yourself in a new way. And that is what I feel helps you making more clear-headed decisions. And those decisions take you to those next levels and stages you want to go. So there is some shift happening, yes, around you, but mostly within you, and then from within you, around you, and outside of you. For this deck, I want to pick up one more card because I really feel like I need one more card with this deck. Yeah, the Hierophant. So it's almost like a once again, it's like that gateway energy. You have the keys here as well. But it also says that you gotta commit. I feel like you're committing through things in a new way. Lovers card is also about making decisions about how are we connected, how are we moving. We're making decisions for our future. We're making the commitment with the Hierophant here as well. So it's a commitment card. It's like how to not only commitment, but determination, focus. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. The energy is shifting and changing for you when it comes to that. So it brings about different outcomes. You know, it just does. All right, that was the reading, the pick a card reading for tonight. We did it quickly. All right, you know, 19 minutes. Okay. That was good. I feel like there is something in this room that's actually it's nothing spiritual. It's just a how do you call that? A fly or something like that that can sting. Because I feel it, like something is itching on my feet. Like I don't like this feeling, but okay, we're just gonna have to go with it. Random information, okay? Okay, so first reading we'll do is for Becca tonight. Let me just double check Patreon if you guys want to get on my list. For tonight, there are still slots available. Yes. All right. Maria is here as well. I'll put your name on the list, Maria. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, Becca, you already sent me your question. David and I finally aligning our paths and getting better while we've been healing. One sec. All right, let's tune in for you. I really do feel that it's really good to work on your own individuality in your relationship, you know, because yes, you can connect with someone in a deep way, you can walk a pathway together, but in the end of the day, a lot of times the me and the you become the us, but then sometimes we lose touch and lose base with the me and the us. And if you both basically you're still always evolving and growing on your own individual pathway, and sometimes that really clashes with the us or the them in the us, you know, the you and the them. um, or the me and the you basically. And so it's always good to take time to sort of focus upon the me, right, in the us, and it can only strengthen a bond and a connection, and you can only get closer to where you're supposed to be and grow towards as an individual. And sometimes the connection helps you, you know, grow you more and more into that phase, and it's there in your life to actually help you move and transform through things as your own individual sense of self. But sometimes it also stunts our growth, and then there's some level of frustration and disconnection happening in the us, and it has actually not to do anything with the us, it has to do with the separate me's, right? The me from that person and the me from you. So that is a process you can rush, but at the same time it is very powerful to say, okay, we're both focusing upon our healing, and if we're meant to happen, we will grow again together. So let's see what's coming up. Oh, hi, Kayla. You changed your name. Thank you for tuning in. How have you been? How's the new cat doing? All right, let's tune in. Let's see. We have support. Beautiful. It says people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. That's very beautiful. This is what we just talked about, you know. But I'm sensing as well what they're talking about. It's like when you both focus on your own healing and growth and then come back together, it always happens because then you can evolve again together. That's where it's about. That's what I'm feeling. It's very strongly connected for some reason to you guys. So let's see what is coming up. Hi Yvonne, you're here as well. Thank you for tuning in again. You are good. Oh, it's been a quiet and turbulent few months. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that things are sort of settling down again. You are settling down into the house as well, or was there another move? All right, let me focus on Becca's reading. Let me see what's coming up with the tarot. You have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more cards. This is a little bit too much, guys. Ooh, so restless. I'm gonna use the other deck after this. Yeah. Okay, so you have the Hierophant, the Wolf, really hurt me. Yeah, I do see really like there's been a hold when it comes to that connection. See with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's almost like we did a reverse, and that comes through with the Hermit. So that's exactly the story that you just, you know, shared, Becca. So that's what they're putting out on the table. Let's see what comes after that. We have the Ace of Swords still on hold. Communication is still on hold. Why is everything so restless? What's going on? going on? I feel like there's communication, but it's not everything is out there. And then sometimes, you know, there's a lot coming out and then not sent. I'm hearing not sent. It's written, but it's not sent. So that's why I keep on wanting to put cards back into the deck, I guess. Let's see what else coming up for Becca. Where are we moving towards after this? Oh, Three of Pentacles. Okay, good. With the Two of Wands. Okay. With the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I am seeing that he is definitely working through something, and I feel like he's ready to like meet you at your level when it comes to emotional, you know, groundedness and communication. Because I feel like it was a little bit like you're the Queen of Cups and then they're like the Emperor. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't work that way. You can't like sort of rule someone else's emotions. Like, you shouldn't feel this way, you should feel that way. Yeah, but you can't tell me how to feel because you don't own my emotions. I have, half of the time, I don't even own my own emotions. How the hell you come up to tell me how to feel? Right? That's a little bit back and forward energy I'm sensing. But where we're working towards is more coming together and laying things out on the table. So I am seeing like communication from a much stable place. So yeah, I am sensing that there is a new beginning and coming together a little bit more. But okay, they're being very clear. Ooh, okay, it's the sun with the moon. Let's see if I can pick up the sun. I don't think so, but okay, I'll pick it up later, but it's the sun that came out as your last card together with the moon. Okay, so what I am sensing is that you might have some feeling towards his behavior behind your back, or maybe not behind your back, just in his own personal space, right? A little bit of a flighty energy, just like being very forward, but then when for example, he spends time with his friends, then you feel like a little bit neglected. And then all of a sudden there's a lot of communication again. So it's like on hold and go and on hold and go. And it just makes you feel like, am I an option or am I, you know, your choice? So there's a lot that was, you know, hidden, and a lot of things need to be talked about from both sides. But I am sensing that that is coming forward. So I'm sensing the next step, Becca, is definitely having those conversations and going with that. And then having a much more insight, much more clearer insight on what is what. And from that space you can like move forward and make you know, decisions. So that's what I'm sensing. There's a lot of free will involved. So, but I am sensing that whatever you have questions about will become clear, and honest and open communication will take place. You have the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So that's what you can expect. It will be fair, it will be open, it will be honest, and it will be handled in a fair and just manner. So that's where you're moving towards. So that's good. That's good. Alright, that's a lot. It comes out with bold and say, unleash your adventurous side, take a risk, and be daring. Together with endings and new beginnings. Alright, so what I am sensing is when you guys do decide to like move forward and all of that, it has to be like a fresh start. So I'm sensing that you're starting at a ground zero is what I'm hearing. So, and then you move forward from that point on and forward and release the past and open up to the new. So that's what I'm sensing. And then you be bold and adventurous. So go up on those, a new adventure together. All right. I'm so glad that it resonated for you, Becca. I'm so glad, because this is something that I just, you know, felt very strongly. So then I just go with it. You know, got to trust my intuition when it comes to that. But there are definitely ways of, you know, making the situation a lot more healthier. But also the phases that you've been through, it does help, and it holds purpose. It all holds purpose. That's what I'm sensing. All right, thank you so much for letting me read for you, Becca. I really enjoyed this reading. And good luck with that situation, because it's never easy, you know. It's just never an easy situation, and there's a lot of emotions and things involved, and time and patience and uncertainty. But it has potential, and it could go somewhere. And in the end of the day, it will always bring you wisdom, and that stuff, you know, you can't buy in the store. You need to go through that to gain that, you know. Shirini is here as well. Hi, how are you doing? And John Parkes is here as well. I'm pretty sure you fine, okay? All right, Maria is up next on my list, in a good way, once again. I always feel like, you know, I make it sound like, you know, you are on my list. All right. Let me see if you send me a question. I'm gonna have to sneeze. I'm sorry. It wasn't even a real sneeze. Okay. Thank you for sending me a question, Maria. We're on that Cancer ride right now. I totally understand how you're feeling. Don't worry too much, in the sense of that if you not know now, and if you not have the answers or all the options laid out on the table now, that it won't come, and that right now is the moment where you need to know, because it's a very highly divine energy, and it can get pretty intense, and the pull towards the other side is very intense as well. But it's also a time where it's in the middle, but it doesn't, that also means we're moving out of it. So I am sensing that within now, in a short period of time, you will start to have a different insight, and something is coming towards you, Maria. Okay, like an idea, thing, a moment where it just clicks, a moment where you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's coming. So let's just put some cards out for you as well. What they're also showing me right now is they were actually singing a song, like but I didn't really hear like the melody. It was just the words. It was jump into the unknown, like jump into the unknown. I need the unknown, I need the unknown. So I don't even know if that's a song. I don't know who came up with that, but I do not own copyright on that. So what they're showing me is like you trying something that you haven't tried before. So something completely outside the box, learning something new, trying a different activity or something like that will definitely help you move away about the overthinking. Something that can take you out of the overthinking state is always, you know, a good idea at this moment in time. You have 4 of Spring. Look how cute. Okay, that's so cute. It says, it's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the contemplation of a project, or a very, very happy home life. All right, so that's what's coming up for you. It's the 4 of Wands, actually, the 4 of Springs, the 4 of Wands in the tarot. But it says to you as well, is that when the current circumstances don't give you a sense of security and you feel like too much is up in the air, what happens is that you're trying to, sometimes it can become your own worst critic, because then the outside world can't touch you with that criticism because you've already done that round, and you know, you're trying to sort of prepare yourself. But I'm sensing that it's teaching you a lot. And it's also like taking you a couple steps back. It's almost feel like, you know, I'm stressing, and I kind of sort of promise myself not to like stress about things like that anymore, but I'm just feeling this, the stress or the tension or the worrisome, right? Like that energy is sort of getting to you, and then this other side of you is trying to battle it, but the other side of you is like, yeah, but I can't stop it. And it's like this inner turmoil that's happening. You're moving through the tunnel. You're not there to stay. You're not there to collect no, you know, housing or whatever. Like you're moving through that. It's like a journey, but it can feel very real and very. They're saying untemporary, but I think there's some more, you know, permanent. It's like it feels so permanent, right? But you are coming out of that. So, like I said, I really do feel in the now in the near future, Maria, you start to feel the positivity again, and from that come the thoughts and the ideas, and you're starting to feel inspired again. So, you're coming out of that. It's just one thing at a time. Don't feel like you have to instantly jump and towards the new. It goes back and forward a little bit. With the Six of Cups is here as well, so it's a reconciliation. I'm feeling more with your own inner peace. For some reason, it's showing that to me. It's like, you know, reconciliation coming out of the Seven of Cups with the Page of Swords, with the Justice and the King of Pentacles. I also sense that you might be a little bit restless and might be like scrolling a little bit, you know, on, I don't know, getting caught up in like reels or you know, short videos on the YouTubes. Just taking things in, and it's okay, but I feel that you need to like sort of like calm your energy a little bit more. And I'm sensing that too much emotional things from the outside world coming in also gives you, not nurtures your peace of mind. So that's something I wanted to just lay out on the table. Justice with the King of Pentacles definitely once again shows you like it's something you're moving through. You're moving towards being able to kick back and relax and feel a lot better. So right now, you're still inside that tunnel, but you're moving out of it, and what you will collect is the thing you will move towards with. So with your future, with the King of Pentacles, definitely a long lasting thing. I feel like, you know, it's really connected to like the first reading that I did. The Seven of Swords with the Page of Cups, yes. Who's this person from the past, or someone who you had like, I don't know, maybe thoughts or a dream about this person, or someone actually trying to communicate with you again, Maria? What I'm sensing with this is that someone who used to really make you feel bad about yourself or about the situation, or who like wasn't completely fully honest with you, gave you a lot of stress, because my neck muscle just started to like cramp up, and that happens when it's like it's just stressful. I feel like there's some healing or some reconciliation, because they're like, now they're coming with like really good positive energy, like really nurturing energy, but it's past tense, but it's like, why is it showing up in present with the Eight of Swords? Yeah, with the Knight, with the Hermit. Oh yeah, okay, you're doing some inner healing, but leaving that behind, but it comes back up, and you might resist it a little bit, those feelings. So that's probably why. This is the neck thing. The Queen of Swords is here as well. Yeah, you're cutting that out. You're cutting it out. So there's some healing happening. This could be very consciously, but it could also be really subconsciously, and that's why you might feel a certain way. And you're like, I don't even know why I'm feeling this way. It's because you do some subconscious healing. Alright, so how do you feel more positive towards the future. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Don't bully yourself towards healing. Okay, you gotta be your own best friend and your own nurturer and your own mom at this journey, and take your time. You're not in a rush. You're not late. You're not running out of time. You're perfectly the way you are, and you can only become better. Okay, everything's just adding to the situation. You already are enough. That's something I really feel the need to say, because there's some harshness coming up. Okay, give me one more card with the 10 of Wands. So you are letting go of a lot of weight. 2 of Pentacles with a Knight of Wands. Yeah. You might not only get one thing, but like 2 or 3 things that actually get you out of this energy, and you're focusing upon it. But you gotta follow your heart and trust your gut. That's what I'm hearing. Like, trust your intuition and follow your heart. And then do one thing at a time, one day at a time. Focus on the big picture. Not trying to get lost so much in the details. But enjoy working on new things as well. That's something I'm sensing. Really bring in the spirit, the lighthearted spirit. Because if you focus too much on one thing not being right, this is not the right deck. Takes away the joy. Support. I need to reshuffle that because it just came out. Here we go. That's beautiful. Hello from heaven. So you have some, you know, spiritual support coming through around you at this time. Your loved one in the spirit world wants you to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know that you've been thinking about them, and they are sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they really love you, to prove that they are with you at this time. All right, so you are getting and receiving some beautiful messages from above, from your spirit guides, people around you. There's souls around you, mostly. It's a better way to say it. And they are showing you the signs. So if you've been seeing the signs, and you know, I love how this dragonfly is here, because I have hardly seen any dragonflies these last couple of years, but this summer they have just been around me constantly. You know, I did lose 2 people this year, but it's a very strong omen for that transformation, and that they're also here to help you through that and move you there, get you to that point. So that's what I'm getting right now, Maria. All right, I hope that this brought you some guidance, some clarity, because I could go on for a long time with your reading. But you know, it's hard to do that on the live. But you got this though, and it's okay to not feel okay, and it's okay to not be positive for, like, you know, a little bit, and to just allow it to just be. But just don't beat yourself up for it. It will come again, and that energy will just stream back into you, because you're a cardinal sign. You know, it comes back. It comes back. You gotta sort of let go of how you need to handle certain situations, because I'm sensing maybe you feel like you might have let someone just in your energy for too long. You might, you know, be a little bit too hard on yourself about things like that. But you gotta sort of just move with that energy, and be kind to yourself. Once again, don't bully yourself towards healing, because it doesn't work that way, even though sometimes we think it does. You're very, very welcome. Thank you so much for letting me read for you tonight. All right. I'm glad to hear that. You got this, though. You got this. All right, that is, wait. I'm trying to read Kayla's message. That's so weird. That is weird. So you're using the link that is in the description box, Kayla? Mercury's shadow, I'll tell you. It's always like that. All right. But if you want a reading, Kayla, then it's also totally okay you, for you to send it later when your PayPal is working again. I mean, honestly, I've done so many readings for you, so I'll trust you with that. But if not, then that's also totally fine, and we can do it later. Maybe it's a sign, Who knows? Yeah, that's fine with me. You can send me your question because I have nobody on my list anymore, and then I'll just do your reading now, and then I'll sign off. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you for your support. Of course, Kayla, not an issue at all. All right, let's do that. Let's see what's coming up for you. Picking up this deck. Okay, so what I'm instantly feeling, Kayla, is like, there might have been a situation where you felt like maybe we moved too fast. I don't know if that's something you said recently, like maybe we kind of moved too fast, but you're figuring it out. You're figuring it out, okay? Or it all just moved so fast. I don't know. Here we go. We have fairness. This deck is just too one-sided. Come on, give me something for Kayla, please. Give me something for Kayla. It's like the energy lingers today. Every time I shuffle, the energy lingers in the decks. Here we have something for you. Okay, I'm definitely being stung by something because I cannot. It's itching everywhere right now. Okay, let's move forward. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, this is one of the cards when we're in our thinking mode. We're going over it and over it and over it. And it says everything is going to be fine. Take a deep breath. Everything is going to be fine. It's going to work out. Let me see. I think it's a bit of both. Everything has been moving so fast, but I'm also some financial and figuring those things out. Okay. Oh, I love that though. I love that though. Okay, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Let me just get that energy out of the deck. All right, that's coming up for you. Beautiful. Okay, so you have the High Priestess. I know, you worry for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. The High Priestess, okay, with the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Page of Swords. So how do we sort of bring it together into like an acceptable way where your mind is like, okay, I'm just gonna go off to this loop for a little bit and I'll be back. I'll be back later this afternoon. I just need this little bit of a loop. It's okay. That's part of you, like I said, but I'm so good at worrying. Just thinking about things, going deeper into this, and that's also part of you. But where it's really at and the answers and the peace of mind is your intuition. All right? You are tuning into your feelings and into your emotions, and how things make you feel is the best guidance at this point in time. You have a lot of it. And maybe you felt a little bit overwhelmed when it comes to your spiritual downloads, and that's why your mind was like, okay, let me just rationalize these feelings, because this is just, you know, this is probably something going on that I can like figure out if I just think about it long and hard enough. But that's the old ways, and you know, it didn't really brought you anywhere, because this is a very spiritual time. You're having a lot of subconscious and, you know, higher mind downloads, and things just come in. They're here to sort of guide you and show you things, and sometimes trigger you in certain ways. It's almost like triggering, but like sort of tickling you. It's like, you know, waking you up or making you aware. Yeah, yeah, your subconscious definitely coming through your dream state as well. That doesn't mean you always have to have very vivid and, you know, lucid dreams, but you would just integrate that energy when you are sleeping. Okay, so the High Priestess with the Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay, let's see what else comes up for you. Three of Pentacles. Oh, that's one again. It's too much, guys. Come on. Three of Pentacles. What they're showing me is someone you might be working with, or you know, through like colleagues. It's like really like a third person thing, like you know them through someone, and it might be mutual friends or something like that. A person might be, it's almost like they watch your stories or something, and you're like, why is this person watching my stories? I don't know, it's a super side note, but I'm like, it's like just things like that you noticing, right? And you might start overthinking about it when it's just they're just connecting to your energy at the same time. Not in like, you know, in a weird way. It's just they just feel attracted to your energy. You might have more people coming towards you where you're like, I don't understand, like it's not even like we know each other like this, but they're on my thing, or they are coming towards me, or they're talking with me. But it's because you're attracting people into your energy source in like a good way, but it's more like they're followers, your sort of leadership energy. Yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, with the Seven of Cups, with the Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Emperor. Yeah, that's that leadership role. So you're doing that work, and you might actually be, you know, inspired. Yeah, I love that, because you do have the Emperor showing up after the Eight of Cups. So it's you're doing the work, and you're stepping into this leadership position in your own life, and trusting yourself more is one of those you know, main ingredients. Yeah, they are. They are. That's why I was feeling. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Okay, so trust your intuition, because it's not really on for no reason, because it also wants to like warn you when it's necessary with people. So when you meet them and like you get the chills, so you just don't feel what, trust it. If you just have a feeling, like I said, with trust it. If something ain't sitting right with you, trust it. It's just a quick notice. You know, it's like, oh, noted. Okay, good. It's not that you have to go deeply into it, or have to say something, or act completely different. It's just like, noted. I see that. I feel it. I trust it. It's okay. I'm just moving lightly. I know what I know to be trusted. I know what my intuition, but also the people that I know are in my inner circle, and anything outside of that inner circle. I just know things, and I trust my own leadership and guidance from my intuition to tell me, okay, this is good, this is not. That doesn't mean 100% a yes or a 100% no. It's just like, okay, I'm not going to go too deeply into this until I feel differently about this situation. With the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, you're making things happen for you. Yeah, you're making things happen. and you're feeling much more comfortable and confident in that position. And especially with the magician, like, you know, you learned through experiences. You know, you learn how to go from mind only to like intuition, to like letting them both work together and not one take over the other. And that by itself just is inspiring, and it's an energetic energy you're sending out, and it's inspiring other people. So that, definitely trust that. But you got nothing to worry about once again, because everything is going to be fine. Okay. Yeah, definitely. You've done so much evolving and growing, and you should be so proud of yourself, Kayla. That by itself, you know, first and foremost. All right, I'll pick one more card for you. Let's see. This one. Okay. Here we go. Five of Summer with the Prince of Autumn. It says, I was just talking about the dragonfly earlier on, and here it is again. It says, focus upon the fact that God loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties, so that you can move onward and upward. It came with the Prince of Autumn. I was just staring at some seahorses last week. It's Virgo season, so I will implant incorporate, I don't know the word, my personal opinions. Okay, I can't help it. I'm just sharing. Let me be, okay? The seahorse. I just saw it in real life again a week and a half ago. I was so obsessed. So cute. They're so tiny. You don't believe me? I got pictures on my phone, okay? Just saying. It says, it is important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take the immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible, okay? So it says, once you have your plan in place, then you can take on immediate action. So it's very, very beautifully connected with one another. You got this. They are so adorable. They really are. And they look like they're not real. If you're like looking at the aquarium, because they're so tiny, it's so cute. With their little mouth like this. Their little mouth is so cute. You're so very welcome. Of course, Kayla. No problem. Oh, hi Diamond Bay. I see that you donated. All right, thank you so much for that. I'm going to add your name to the list. Could you send me a question, because I just finished my last reading of my list. I was actually about to go offline, but you just swooped in the right timing. So if you could send me your question, I can do your reading. All right. Let me take a... All right. Good luck at your meeting, and no problem. I'll trust you with that one. Good luck. Good luck. All right, Diamond Bay, you want a general September energy. Okay. Let's focus on that for you. So I don't know if this is something that you have been doing, or there's something that, you know, they're showing would be good. And they're talking about outdoor activities. I don't know why. I don't know if that's connected to you, but like outdoor activities would be very good for like to like calm your energy out of your mind into like, you know, your heart basically, and it will help you make clear-headed decisions. So it's like outdoor activities. They show me frisbees. I have no idea why, but this is some energy that was coming through, so I'm just letting you know. You have the Knight of Swords energy, so yeah, then there is some need to breathe and to release some of that, you know, energy. I feel like a lot of energy block in coming through Diamond. So let's see with this Nine of Swords. It's like a lot of worries, like you want some answers. I'm sensing like you just want to know what's going on, you know. Yeah, you have been with this Nine of Swords energy. It's like overthinking, and but it's almost like I can calm down if I just know that everything's gonna be okay, and I just need to like have answers. And I feel like a lot of things may be up in the air, and you're overthinking it. So getting outside that energy and not focusing on it for a little bit, and easing into the surrendering of like, I know things are working out, and just because I can't see it right now doesn't mean it's not working behind the scenes, right? Okay. Yeah. So let's see. They're right here. They're right here. They're right here on the blanket. You see? The twins. Because it's an air sign energy with the Libra and the Aquarius. So that's the blanket. That's what's happening. Okay. The King of Swords. I'm not, you know, a big fan right now of this Gemini energy when it comes to if it would be like a love interest or something like that, because it's way too diplomatic, and it's like making you like one day friend zone, other day like I don't know what type of zone, and you know, in between it's a situation. Okay, Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Hierophant is here. So what I'm sensing is it's going to yeah, he is definitely hot and cold. What I am sensing though is that it's in between phase, so I think it's really good that you're pulling back your own energy and just focusing on grounding yourself. It's all about being grounded. That one little thing, one this doesn't completely, you know, bring your whole the energy off course. It's almost like, okay, that's okay. Taking a breather. I know how to count to 10 at these days, you know, and it's okay. I'm taking it in. But I'm sensing that there is some, you want the level of commitment and stability in offering of the affection, the connection, the reassurance, and the commitment, because it has to do with long term, like with a commitment of the heart, not just like one day you show up with a sword and next day you show up with this cup. Like, I can't do anything with this cup if the next day it turns into a sword, right? It doesn't provide you anything. All right, so what else? The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you know what you deserve, and that's why it doesn't sit right with you when it's not in alignment with, you know, what you know you deserve, basically. So with this, yeah, okay, it's very clear. It's very clear. However you feel about it, however you're reading the situation, that's really exactly as it is. It's nothing personal. It really is a character thing, and where this person is at in his own personal journey right now, and the level of commitment they're able to provide. And it has a lot to do with themselves. A lot of restlessness within themselves. That's why they cannot provide it to an outside source either. But it's also a little bit of level of control, because I am seeing a little bit of emotional manipulation, knowing exactly how to get certain things done with people around that person. And so he's trying to sort of put that on you. But you're already like, I'm pulling my whole energy back. You know, like you can't even come in this energy source and try to manipulate or bend it or force it to be whatever it is. So that's something I'm sensing. Okay, what else is coming up for you? Because You are definitely standing firmly, like in like I have this vision and this thing, and that's like the bare minimum. And if you can't show up with the bare minimum, then it doesn't matter how much I like you and how much potential I see in you and me or whatever, I just can't do it. Not because I just can't, and that's because it just doesn't sit right with you. So I think it's very good that you trust your own intuition. You're like, I'm just pulling back from now, and I will come forward again when I feel like, I'm grounded enough within myself. Page of Swords with the Three of Pentacles, with the Ten of Cups, Two of Swords, and Two of Wands. Okay. It's a lot of back and forth energy. Yeah. It really is so up and down. Like it can go from like 100 to like a 0. Like I've never seen it this much, and I know it's a Gemini energy, but damn. And it's not even with malicious intent. It really is the unstableness within the other person, you know. Yeah, I just have to be honest. Like I can totally understand why you will feel this way, because it's so the opposite of each other that you're like, who am I dealing with? Like, is this even the same person? And then you get this thing of like, I love, like, you look great and this and that and giving all this attention and things, and whoop, they're gone. And it's not just gone. Like, hello, I still see you on the other side. You're doing your thing. You're doing mine. It's like literally, we are like we've never even met energy, and it's like it's not consistent. It is better to even get like sort of a bare minimum. Like it's better to give like a bare minimum and than to get so much and so little, and then there's no in between. So that's definitely a phase where it's healthy to separate and just focus on your own energy and provide that level of stability for yourself. All right, news mirror, social media. Oh, really? Oh, it's so desperate. Okay. Nah, it's good. You're too grown for this. And when you stop playing, that's where, yeah. Don't give it any of your energy, Yeah. Just let it go for now. Not like, any definite decisions, but just so you know, you went through so much and you have, overcame already so much that your words, yeah. But it doesn't have anything to do with you personally. Like I said, it's nothing personally. It could be anyone else to be in your shoes. That doesn't mean like, I mean in a way of that it's an issue and a level where that person still needs to work on themselves, because no grown person, loving person will go that low where if his ego is hurt, he's willing to stamp on other people's feelings. That means that he's just ego only, and that can go left real quick. But it's very childlike, because it's a childlike energy that it shows up in, and it's very stubborn at the same time, and that's okay, because it's not a place of judgment, obviously, because in the end of the day, he needs to go through all of this healing and growth down the line. And you know, that's on them, and it will learn it in its own way. But it's time for you to, you know, take back your own energy, ground yourself, and not play anymore. It's like you want to play games, okay, but I'm not playing anymore, so you go do that by yourself. I have other things to focus on. I have other things going for me. And if you decide to one day, you know, be a whole grown person and come to me and apologize for your childlike behavior, that's fine. Okay, but I'm not looking for that in order to heal. You know, this is showing you exactly that it's time for you to take care of yourself and not allow someone to go this far with you. It's like you said, it's helping you and teaching you how to set boundaries with certain individuals. And it's not an easy thing to do because, like I said, your mind and stuff like that. But you are more than capable of doing it. And when you do that inner work and you feel grounded, you feel better, that's when that person starts to go through all of that. And that's not on you. Yeah. And the thing is, by hurting you, in the end of the day, the person that he's hurting more is himself, because he's gonna have to deal with that stuff down the line, you know. But you have beautiful things in your reading. Like, there's so much beauty and potential and opportunities coming towards you. When you focus on removing yourself from that, like you are right now, you will go through phases where you want it to feel good, but it doesn't feel good just yet. But you just continue to focus on doing the things that you want to do, making a commitment. Like, I'm going to go on a 5-minute walk every day, no matter what type of weather or something else that I will do for myself every single day. And it's going to help me forward because you put yourself as a priority, right? In whatever way, shape, or form that fits for you. You go with the flow and you focus on yourself. Not because of that person, you focus on yourself because you got so many things in your energy. And it's just one last round with a douchebag. Sorry, I normally don't get this personal, but it's personal at this point. I'm just so no. It shocks me. But at the same time, the blessings that will come from the situation once you walk through that phase and you get through that and you get on the other end of it, it's gonna be beautiful. Okay? It's gonna be real beautiful. And you won't even be thinking about that person at that point anymore. And they'll be like, what? Well, damn. But that's not what we're doing it for. We're doing it because you love yourself enough. And you got all of, you got all of this. Just remember yourself, you are that. You got this, okay? What we always say, fuck 'em. Just so you know. Fuck 'em. Sometimes it's the only thing we can say. All right. Thank you so much for coming, right at the end. But I'm glad that I got the opportunity to read for you. Okay? Just don't even try to make sense out of all of this at this moment in time because, you're above that. And once again, it's just a phase. All right, people. I think that was it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for getting personal readings because I love doing them. It's one of my favorite things to do, especially here, right here on the spot. That's like, I don't know why, I always enjoy that the most. I will be back soon. I'm working on the monthlies, and the rest of the monthlies are not up yet. They will be up. And in the beginning of this reading or of this life, there is a big card reading for everyone, and I focus on the current energies, working our way up towards the full moon in Pisces. So there might be some messages in there for you guys, but I will definitely do another reading on the full moon in Pisces soon. All Oh, Natasha is here as well. Thank you for tuning in. I'm about to sign out. So, thank you so much. You guys have a beautiful rest of your day or night because here it's nighttime. And I'll be back soon. Mwah! I love you guys. Bye. Thank you.